Hi everyone, it's Sybil and welcome back to Trigger Happy Havoc with Lemley and Xenobun. Last we left off, we had just started the Chapter 2 trial, and we just came back from examining Chihiro's body in person because Kyoko didn't feel like telling us. She made us go in person. And we found out that Chihiro is assigned male at birth. Disclaimer, we are re-recording the last half of this trial because I went to go edit this week's episode and the audio files are missing, so that doesn't really mean anything since we've all played this game before, but just so you know, if the audio sounds a little bit different, because okay. And yeah, I don't know what happened to the audio files, and then another disclaimer, I am sick right now, so if my voice sounds a little bit strange, that's why. Okay.
Ahem! I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial after this normal and appropriately sized break. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation. We've all just recently learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually...
It definitely wasn't originally recorded sometime back in October, and now it's...
Yeah, so anyway...
What is it, May?
Anyway, it hasn't been like 8 months, and we just learned that Chihiro was actually assigned male at birth. Let's pick up from there. I never thought I'd have to do this voice again. Okay, we can stop referencing the fact that this is a re-recording now. Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that
It was just your normal voice.
Yeah, but I'm so used to like doing. Well, I pitched it like not up slightly, but compared to like Hajime. Anyway,
yeah, Hajime's
that
Chihiro
was actually a guy. That thought never even crossed my mind. I mean, you don't know how he identified Makoto.
Yeah, I guess that's another disclaimer. I don't remember if we said it in the original, but we're gonna be using, whatever the characters are saying from this point, but I don't think it's ever really clear how Chihiro identifies because they die. Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did in fact list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through. Not that clothes have any gender. So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Oh my god! I forgot about Taka! Oh yeah!
I don't remember any of these characters.
Who is this man? So Chihiro was really killed in the boys' locker room?
I
messed that up!
It's okay. I understood what you meant. I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his— What the fuck? I don't remember him saying this. Why
first of all, you have canonically never touched a girl. Second of all, gross.
Oh yeah, genocide chill.
Oh!
Titillating.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clean or whatever, we still think you're the killer, remember?
Oh yeah.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya is the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Yeah, well, I changed my mind, Hifumi.
People
can
Hifumi.
change. Yeah, it's been
Same
like
joke.
a lot of months.
It's been like 8 months, Hifumi.
I've had time to think about it.
I've grown as a person, Hifumi, and I don't remember anything that was happening.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like, he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like he doesn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, Celeste! Oh my gosh, okay. And do you think that might...
Wait, fuck, what was the voice?
I am Celestia Ludenberg. And you think that might be because it doesn't actually have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. My mouse isn't working. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then, again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have any effect on you. So that's what you're thinking. Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
That implies that he could just change his mind and be like, actually, never mind, it's not correct.
He's right. I am not the culprit. For now. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
What were you doing in the girls' locker room, you fucking creep?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe. Oh my god, Terror.
Terror from Danganronpa, Goodbye Despair. Is that you? Go ahead. We're not going to release that series for another probably couple months at least, so no one will understand what we're talking about. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to go and be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really trying to tell the truth, then why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
I was bored.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it. No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true.
Fuck.
That's true. Very well then, I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in. Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
I do not. I mean, of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
I do not understand what you said, but it's very true.
Thank you for being so supportive, Sakura.
Our lives are on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Byakuya, you're giving hella cat vibes right now. This is why I drew you as a cat.
Then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... No, that can't be. Oh, the real murders. I forgot where we were in the trial.
Myself in front of everyone.
I forgot this is in the middle of the trial. I was like, that's not correct, but I guess since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account. Is there a single clue that might lead us to who did it? Well, clues are... Oh no, my fucking throat! It's not working!
Sure, someone... What? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the killer at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
The victim?
Oh, the victim! Oh, wait, what did she say? Oh,
Any new kind of info you want to know? This? Oh, and only the killer.
Only
No,
the
do
killer.
that. Yeah. Boo.
Oh my god, it's so annoying. My throat won't, like, do what I needed to do. I believe someone else did see the killer. I mean, the victim! Fuck! Before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Is this because I said,
Yes, you sound like a fucking pig.
Whatever,
That's not what
just
pigs
hurry up
sound
and
like.
tell us!
It was last night, right before night time. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a truck jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A trap jacket and a duffel bag? What?
Nothing!
But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene!
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Oh my god.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was leaving in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that, conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who that is.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection. I know what it is.
Huh?
No, I won't tell you. You know who the killer is.
Not because you've played through this game many times before.
Not because of playing through this game multiple times, but in your heart, Makoto.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously, Makoto knows. And I also know. But Makoto has to say it because he's the main character. Who is it? Who's the killer? Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it!
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Also, I don't think we've been given any tools this entire time.
Yes, we also don't have that technology.
Why is that suddenly coming up? That would have been extremely useful in Sayaka's murder.
Honestly.
Anyway, maybe.
Well, actually,
we can
Leon
make
used a
certain-
lint roller And he got rid of all the fingerprints by lint rolling them away.
I forgot about that special property of lint rollers. Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say.
It was actually extremely hard. Byakuya kept
But
interrupting me.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the biker jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits. Tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket? Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe.
Track jacket, or as I like to call it, track it.
Tracksuit.
Hi, this is Zeno, and I'm making up the English
First of all, we
language.
know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is the killer was wearing that same blue tracksuit as him?
So there you go, yo.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
I have a really bad memory. What the fuck did I say?
I just shout things out during these class trials, and I don't even know what I'm saying.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the track itself.
See, I told you. It's catching on.
So
I'm
why
a
did you say
revolutionary.
Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was? Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The
Shut
bag
up.
and clothes... Wow, that's fucking rude.
Sorry.
Just because you're gay for him doesn't mean you can treat me like this. You still have to respect women.
No, they're both misogynistic. They're both gay and misogynistic. You saw how they were talking about women a few.
They have a lot of
episodes
internalized
early.
homophobia.
Yeah.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation. And then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you? Just by chance, I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear... What? Why did I just try to make her British?
Don't fucking steal my accent!
Shut up.
You fucking whore!
Special episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Happy where we all just
Everyone-
turn into British characters.
Everyone is British.
Everyone's British. Yeah, let's just do it. Fuck it.
No.
You have to stick to the characters. It's very important.
I can't even voice the characters anyway because my throat is so fucking.
Yeah, we're literally using accents for some of these characters just to have enough voices to voice all of them, so we cannot. It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with. What a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge. I'm a gambler, so I would know about these kinds of things.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
He's a gangster.
Because I hate him.
Because I hate him.
It's unfortunate that you have to stand right next to him if you hate him.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. It's kind of discriminatory. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
I think this chapter is probably one of the weakest in the entire series.
Yeah.
I think it's all kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch. You're positively frightful. No, I'm not the frightful one.
Frightful woman is the one who can kill.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you?
No.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's keep looking, guys. He said he didn't do it, so... Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal? Just because I've committed many crimes in the past. Delinquency being one of them.
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Ghost!
Oh, yeah.
Ghost friend.
That reminds me, Hifumi. Weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez. Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Well, if you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it lying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to...
It's mine.
It's mine. Chihiro?
Give it back.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yes, we did know that, and we had not forgotten that detail.
I did not forget that.
Yes, we knew that for a fact. We had not forgotten it.
For a fact, indeed! I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right, they're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one explanation.
By hacking it.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah!
You remember that? Shit, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point was. But if the handbook is... if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So what is it?
Huh?
What? Huh? You asking me?
Turns into an anime delinquent.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial. But if I tell you and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands, but you sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
No.
Buddy.
I mean, yes. Because I found the handbook lying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. It's strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. This is science with Monokuma. I'm Bill Monokuma, the science bear. Anyway, if the hot air of the sauna was somehow pushed directly into your skin, you'd definitely get fried. The layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Thanks, Bill Monokuma, the science bear.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning, the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident? What do you mean by accident? What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. Once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did. Wow, I know something you don't, Byakuya.
Whoa, seriously?
And that makes
That's
me
just new.
superior. I think I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Aww. I'm sorry, Kaka.
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was...
I remember this part!
I shoot you.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest, for lack of a better term, in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. For the first half, at least, but by the end, little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of those uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Grr. Southern anger.
No, wait. Hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I did? What did I find? What did I find?
Broken e-handbook? Wait,
Test
no.
Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
What's the card reader? What is the card reader?
It's just the... Oops.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Isn't that just the card reader to the locker room? Yeah.
You need to swipe your e-handbook.
I don't think it's the card reader.
You need a, okay, yeah.
I didn't find that. Broken e-handbook? One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken. However, yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
it's this
that
one.
Leon's
Yeah.
handbook would have been broken, so it's not Leon's, so that
Yeah.
means it's...
My goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oh, does it?
See? Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo would never.
Hiro? Hiro Omori?
Not Hiro's voice. That's like me strangling over my own. Okay, wait. So what am I countering?
Mondo, what Mondo says. It does not work just fine. It is broken.
Because I have it.
Actually, Mondo, I believe that it does not work just fine, and it is actually broken. Exhibit A.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It means the broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have been broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of gray, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Well, that's kind of mean. What did my mom do to you? What the fuck?
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look... Help. Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way, sorry guys, I'm sick. Everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing argument. Closing argument. Okay. Wow, Celeste.
My Celeste voice is not good. This episode I don't remember what she sounds like, and I cannot go into her pitch.
Yeah, I think all of our voices are a little bit
Yeah,
off.
for sure. I don't think everyone has any into
A card e-handbook. Yes,
Yeah,
I think so.
what order did you go into?
The boy's not gonna be open.
Wait, so
It's
for
like,
this
hi.
game,
It's
it's
like
actually...
you.
Excuse me, is it in order? Oh no, it's not in order.
Yeah, you get all of them in this game, and the other one you like don't put all at once. You have to figure out which ones are fake.
As I have to play some blood splattered on something.
What's that?
Oh no, I'm covered in blood. Oh, Chihiro dead. Oh no, Chihiro's dead. I gotta move this entire carpet.
Is this... Okay, this was confusing last time too. Like, is this him putting it up or taking it down? It looks like he's putting it up.
It's putting it up, I think.
Oh, no, that one's putting it up.
Oh, fuck, never mind. I was wrong.
Put it up.
That's right. Which sucker did the killer move to? Now, wait.
No, the girls.
The girls, I mean. Let's switch them. You don't get to call me. I have this extension hole. Or maybe it's here. No, this is me running it. Oh, it's weird. He took it like off of their face. Also, I don't know. You have to get like a lot.
Pass it. Bam. Well, actually,
No,
No, it's this one.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah, what he said.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Sha.
Slam. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
That is correct.
At
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
I already said that it was correct, Makoto. You don't fucking listen to me. No one fucking listens to me.
Okay, Celeste, calm down.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
A+ conflict resolution.
She made her way to, yeah, just telling someone to calm down, as we've established. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he.
Gender is a binary.
There's only two genders.
And they
Mondo
are...
and Chihiro.
Chihiro.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met with was the one who killed him.
Oh, I'm so tired. Let me just put this stuff in here.
It seemed likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, first pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. Honestly, why would you even put the poster back up? I would just, like, throw it away. Like, burn it. They changed the layout of the boys' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Time to roleplay being a serial killer.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Bloodlust. Then using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. I read that as girly. He left a girly thing. Just girly thing. Running bloodlust on the walls and the blood of
Hashtag
your
relatable.
victim. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Then he Instagrammed it.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. Around the same time, that implies that it was like the night that it happened, like at night, and they discovered the body in the morning, right? So like, was Byakuya just in bed thinking about it, like, oh, I can't wait till they discover the body! I can't wait, I'm so excited!
Byakuya, like tiny chibi Byakuya with his like covers like up to his chin, like, oh, they're gonna discover the body and they're gonna think I did it.
So surprised!
And just as the killer suspected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh god.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Bless you.
Bless you.
That was not a sneeze.
There was a sound of discontent.
Wait,
No, that can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
I literally just presented all of this evidence to you.
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on
I
him.
drew out an entire anime-style comic for you to see all of the proof.
This took me hours. We've been standing here for hours while I was drawing this.
Evidence that Mondo was the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial, like just now when I went through the entire case. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Oh, bullet time battle? Fuck, I'm so bad at this. What is it, tab?
It's just the... Oh, yeah. It's so cute that,
Oh, wait, we don't have...
one who...
We don't have, ammo.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the tempo up.
That's an
I guess it
SDR.
is only the second. No, that is part of this game. It's just that it's introduced in later trials, I think. Oops.
Anyway, I like that Taka defense is the one who you have to fight for.
Yeah, me too.
I agree that this is one of the weakest trials, though.
Yeah.
I feel
I think
like
I mentioned that
kinda...
the last time that I was like really like I like that they made it so that Taco is the Taco. Fuck.
Taco.
I also feel like from everyone else's death in the game so far, it's kind of like I don't know. Mondo's
The premise.
death.
Yeah,
I think it's just stupid that he just killed him like out of anger because of like
the
you know
premise
like
is weak, and I feel like it detracts from Mondo's character because like he's supposed to be a delinquent, but I don't know. I personally characterize him as having a strong sense of like values and stuff.
yeah moral
I don't know.
values and
Anyway,
and also like Byakuya messing with the crime scene just to like confuse people. Like I get that Byakuya, but it's like there's no reason, there's no strong motive. He just stumbled upon it and was like, oh, this is
I'm gonna
interesting.
be an asshole.
Yeah. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Byakuya on the kitchen counter.
I'm gonna knock this crime scene down off the kitchen counter, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
In which
Yeah.
case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
No.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
See, he does have, like, strong morals.
That's what I'm saying, and I guess like the rationale is that one of his moral is he would never attack or like raise a hand against a woman, and then when he found out that Chihiro was apparently not like identifying as a girl, he like decided that was in the heat of the moment, decided that was the perfect opportunity to commit a murder. But it just seems like I don't know.
Well, also,
I don't like
it
it.
was because, I mean, we'll find out in a second, but it's also because he's, like, Chihiro said stuff, like, was talking about being strong or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
that's true. Oh yeah, I
But
forgot
which is
about that.
stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, it's just
Anyway.
stupid. It feels like a weak premise. But anyway,
Come on,
Yeah.
Mondo, with your popcorn.
yeah, yeah,
Corn on the cob.
yeah,
Corn on the
yeah,
cob.
yeah.
Yeah.
On the cob.
Corn on
I
the
did
cob.
it. I killed him.
And you used your corn on the cob hair to
I stabbed him repeatedly with my very sharp corn on the cob hair.
It's very
like a
sharp
bird.
because I use so much gel to put it up
I
every
went
morning.
Bam, 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 like a woodpecker.
And sometimes I don't. I put a hairnet on in the shower, so it doesn't. So it's just like layer upon layer of gel, like old gel, weeks old.
Sometimes I saran wrap it.
Yeah. And then I bake it in the oven.
Just my
Put
hair,
some
though.
butter on
It is
it.
a very delicate process.
Bro, what are you saying?
Well, I was just telling them about my hair routine. I thought that before I got like executed and everyone, I should let everyone know how I got such a stylish look. It's not easy, guys. I saw a TikToker showing how to do it, and it was like fucking 3 hours of work. I do this every
Maybe-
morning.
Maybe one of you can take on my hair after I'm executed and I die.
Owie.
Like Owie. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I
Owie,
think
I'm
you would
looking
look
at
good
you.
with
You
a
already
pompadour.
You already
Your hair
have that.
already defies gravity.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure. I'm sure you'll take my legacy.
Anyway, we're serious now. I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
But also let me monologue and explain why I did it.
Well, Monokuma has to say it. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting. No holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
I was gonna say Hank.
No, like the wording of that. Which level are we talking about here?
Oh my god. Don't put those words into my mouth. I'm just an innocent bear. I never talk about my stuffing.
Okay,
Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
I'm Monokuma now.
No, you're not. Get out of my house.
I am.
Get out of my house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
This is not a good thing.
Oh no.
I like Mondo.
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. Southern disappointment. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ichimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry, but where there's a will, there is a way.
Why are you apologizing? Why?
Why?
I'm a washing machine. Why? What did you do it?
I'm washing the clothes with my tears. More Southern disappointment. Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. This is my drama voice. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're just a boy. I mean, you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary,
funny.
he tried to hide and bade himself further and further into that weakness to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
He's pretty petite, like either way. Whether he's a girl or a boy or neither. Oh, shit.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. Just a boy.
Oh, but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside him. It was not so easily weeded out. I dropped the drama voice because it was taking too long. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. This is what happens when you hide from your true self.
I'm weak.
Here
Here we go again, repeating. Weak.
You said the guinea pig! I feel like we said that last time. Weak. You know, always have a habit of walking around making guinea pig noises. Chihiro felt so weak that he started making guinea pig noises all the time to get out of doing things.
What is the guinea pig's natural predator? Is it some kind of bird?
Probably.
Mondo is that.
Oh, yeah, he's a
Chihiro's a guinea
bird.
pig. Yeah,
A woodpecker.
exactly.
Guinea pig's You heard it here from Bill Monokuma, the science bear. The guinea pig's natural predator is a woodpecker. I would never lie to you guys. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive.
Sayaka's so tall.
Sayaka's so tall.
Do you see how tall she is? Wow. I mean, I know there's like perspective and everything.
Wow.
She's like,
I love her.
Look at those legs.
Bye-bye! Cha-cha! And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
I don't know why I put a voice on for that, because that was just my voice. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the costs. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. You guys all seem like torturers.
Yeah.
Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate him to become stronger.
Now's my chance. I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body.
Can you
But
imagine
sadly-
like a buff Chihiro? Oh, super buff.
That would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to... It was...
そうだよ.
It was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Yeah, I'm very honorable. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very macho. Mr. Macho Mondo, Mr. Green Tea Mondo. Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. It's this cutscene again. I mean, Arch.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give me some courage.
But probably not. I'm so scared of everything.
Mikon?
Right?
It's me, Mikon.
Who the fuck is that? He went and asked
None of your
Mondo to
concern,
help
you're
me
fucking
become
dead.
strong.
Why is Chihiro saying so he went and asked? That was his
Chihiro's
aspiration.
narrating his own life.
Shut up, you're dead. I'm narrating. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Oh, wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Get with the fucking picture. Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Yeah, it's a weak premise, I know.
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you...
Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know. So that's what triggered it after all.
Ta-da!
Ja-da! The possibility of having your embarrassing members
Membrane.
and secrets exposed.
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
Okay, well, great going, Mondo, because now everyone's gonna find out you had to murder a person, and you're going to be executed. And you betrayed all of your friends. So, good job. Didn't really
It's
think that one through.
impossible.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory, the secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother.
Good.
Man, you could have at least let him take that to his grave.
Right?
Of course not. That wouldn't be very
about
dispareful.
despair here.
Yeah, well, how about
Exactly.
despair? Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awada. Thanks for the polywork. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. That's how you drive motorcycles.
From side note, you know when we're behind a motorcycle and they're also behind something and they go like back and forth, back and forth.
They like weave, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this is what's happening. It looks like he's going really fast, but in actuality, there's like a giant truck in front of him and he's trying not to crash into it. Also, what is that pixel on the Vavroom? That's really annoying. I hate that so much.
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
Oh, did
Anyway.
you not read that? Oops, sorry.
Anyway, he wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother.
Aww.
Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, which is definitely a food combination that you would eat and enjoy.
Ew.
But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw at Mondo's very soul.
This is just like Tokyo Revengers.
Kid's gonna take over for that, huh?
Hey, I'm telling this story.
Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? Stop, I'm telling the story. All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang.
Gaslight.
Which is why... Gossip? Girl boss.
Gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Bah, bah, bah. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Move, Mom! That's not how it would work. That would just create a bigger accident.
I feel like that would... No! He's like dying. He's smiling. That's also like, I don't really
I've always wanted to die.
That's like, I hated being here. Running this game was so exhausting. But also like, that's a tragic accident, and it's like caused by stupidity, as most accidents are, especially vehicular ones. But that doesn't really mean that he directly killed his brother.
Yeah, but he's still
his brother's safe. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, I get it.
I think I would feel responsible if I like jumped out in front of a truck and you like pushed me out of the way. I'd be like, damn, I fucking murdered
Zeno.
Yeah, damn. Why would you say that? You're doxing me. But that being said, you should feel responsible.
Oh, okay.
If anything ever happens to me, you should die.
Don't say that!
No!
Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking kill you myself.
No, oh my
and then
God.
I really will be responsible. Okay,
No,
anyway.
actually, in that one instance, you would not be responsible.
Oh, okay,
Laying
cool.
in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
We have a recording of you saying that now, so I'll use that in court.
I don't think that'll hold up. It'll be like, okay,
My
well,
bad,
you
kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened in like
I
the
never
3
blame
minutes.
you for what happened
In like the
last
3 minutes that he had left to live.
In these 3 minutes I have left to live. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team you and me put together, even though I was about to retire just now. And I didn't really care what happened, but now that I'm dying, I do care. It's a a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to
The
his
gays?
brother.
In order to keep the gays together.
He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result... the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother.
Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed.
That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Or should this be this Monokuma? Strong. Strong. Strong, 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 strong. Strong. As a certified gym rat, I can actually confirm that is how gym rats speak to each other.
Yeah.
Strong. They're like Pokemon. Strong. And yet, as soon as that killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Cha-cha! And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret.
Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined.
So I decided to kill again.
And then I would have 2 secrets and my life would be much better.
I felt guilty about murdering my brother, which wasn't even really a murder. It was just indirectly causing his death in an accident because of my own stupidity. So I decided it would be great to actually kill someone. And then, have 2 secrets to live with and a guilty conscience to live with for the rest of my life.
Anyway, just your standard masculinity stuff. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed.
I think I said this last time, but in this sprite, it really looks like the cut in his hair goes so high up, so it looks like he's bald, and the corn is just like a cap that he wears to cover up his giant bald spot.
Yoink!
Yoink! And then I think I talked about the cosplayer who literally made his wig by they had maybe it was their normal hair, I don't know, underneath, and then they just put on a cap, but the cap had the wig on it.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was at a con we went to.
Mm-hmm. I said this line already.
Oh.
His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how
for
it would
nothing.
work.
The years that I spent leading the gang, bringing them different victories and stuff, it would have been all pointless. Anyway, that's why
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness, and it just started swirling around.
You mean anxiety?
No, I never felt anything like it before. Men don't get
that's
anxiety.
anxiety.
No,
Oh.
men can't feel anxiety
It's a woman
or
emotion.
depression. Yeah, or be panicked or hysterical or any of those
Men
weak
don't
women
have mental
emotions.
illness.
A man cannot suffer from mental illnesses. This is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I didn't know what to do about it. I'd never been taught how to seek help by the people around me. I did not know how to voice my opinions or manage my negative emotions in a positive and healthy way. I'm not sure why. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness...
You can just say anxiety. It's anxiety. Oh.
That fuzziness... it turned itself into a rock-hard lump of not anxiety because men don't feel anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Nani? Seriously? Seriously? Jesus. Whoops.
Oops. Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
I mean, it's gonna come out in 24 hours anyway. So,
Since none of us are gonna kill anyone.
yeah, since no one's thinking about killing anyone or whatever, and I trust you completely.
'Cause, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
Forever. Why?
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I had to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
No one said that, Mondo.
That's what I heard. As a man, I'm not good at communication either. I was never learned.
I'm also not good
I was
at
never
listening, and
learned.
I constantly talk over other people.
I was never learned in how to listen to people, how to interpret their words in a healthy and positive manner, and how to communicate when I felt like I had misunderstood a situation. Instead, I get angry.
Huh?
I said what I said. I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was kind of strength that as a man I had never had, because it even admitted that I have a weakness is taboo to men. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak.
It was my voice.
Something, no, Chihiro, something inside my head.
Oh.
What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Not killing would have been a good start.
Yeah.
Just like as a baseline, like flat
Maybe you could have
thing.
stepped away from the situation and said,
Yes. Was I supposed
don't like
to just...
that you're assuming things about me, Chihiro.
Yeah. Was I supposed to just step away from the situation, rationalize, and find a better way to approach it? No.
And ruin everything?
And ruin everything? No.
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
My failure that you don't even know about? That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong.
Strong.
Strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Dia. I don't remember anything after that, which I understand is also a very weak premise. Because it preserves my character, some of the morality of my character, while also providing an explanation for why I would have irrationally killed him despite all of my other values. Anyway, when I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground.
I tried to make a noise and all that came out was...
Your squeak of disappointment is enough to convey your disappointment, I guess, in me.
Saying this.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro.
Chihiro.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
I like
And
this
thanks
fight.
to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry.
It was all
He
the
hid that weak
masculinity.
Away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it! Ow!
God damn it! Makoto just had his fist.
Stop!
Look at him. Look at Makoto. You see? You're all just like him. Weak. For a secret from the past, for memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets in the outside world. Makoto doesn't know what true strength is also, because he wouldn't have hit his fists on the desk if he did. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't.
You bastard!
Wow!
Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again! I dare you!
Okay.
He gets to curse!
Okay. I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
Punishing!
You mean execution?
That's a synonym for it. It's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Hold on!
Nope. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait!
There's no waiting. Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time.
I said wait!
Sorry, man. Sumane.
Sumane na aniki.
I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another to be gay lovers forever.
Alive, Monday.
I forgot. I just want to. We see the character getting executed. No, but also as the execution. That's a pretty good execution, Monokuma. Nice job.
Good job. You did well.
Wow, wow.
Ruh-roh. Mondo butter, available at a supermarket near you. Why does it have 2 times the fat? Butter is literally all fat.
Delicious.
I guess it's like extra condensed.
By the way, I'm pretty sure, I don't know why they translated it as, sorry man, because it really made it seem like he was talking to Taka, but I'm pretty sure he was talking to his brother, because he said, Aniki, which means older brother, which to be fair, he does call Ishimaru Kyodai, which also means like sibling, but Aniki is specifically older, used as a term of respect, and Ishimaru is not older than Mondo. So yeah, I'm pretty. It was kind of weird. Anyway,
This has been a Japanese lesson with
Southern
people
Japan.
from Southern Japan. Laugh at death, and your soul will be forever at peace, which means the 3 of you, Ibble, Zeno, and Lem, your souls will be at peace because you laughed at that gruesome execution for some reason.
Wow.
It can't be! My brother!
Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Anything. Anything. Please, just something. I don't care what it is.
I mean,
Makoto
despair
becomes the next
emotion.
killer. Makoto becomes the next killer.
Called it.
I'll kill just to feel something. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Maybe I'll just kill someone. Thank you. Oh, whoa, I forgot about this sprite.
Oh, my poor.
Has he always had that sprite? What the fuck?
Yeah, my boy Taka. Taco.
Taco.
Tortilla.
I don't remember that sprite.
Tortilla.
As Taka's sad Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. Makoto's off in the corner of the room, just being like...
Makoto's just like reciting old vines to
Vine
himself.
references.
He's completely
While
lost
Ishimaru
it.
screams in agony. But he, of course, he had to.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game.
Nya.
Yeah.
Nya, Ichini-san.
Yeah, arigato.
You're completely insane.
What makes you say that?
You know that a game. What? One of our friends is dead. I realized that.
Of course I do, yeah, because this game is life or death. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that, yeah. Sorry,
You don't
I mean,
say no.
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? It's
I was bored.
like a plot hole or
Actually, it was a
something.
cry for attention.
It does not hold
I
up well
really
in the
wanted
plot-
you to
the
pay
overall plot
attention
of this
to me.
game.
But you're paying attention to me, aren't you? Everyone.
I am paying attention to you,
Yay.
my little meow meow.
Why? Isn't it
Nothing, I didn't say that.
obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Oh, it made things more interesting.
Yeah.
His voice was yeah. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled
Oh,
me
that's
to
what the
bone.
voice of death sounds like.
Yes, my voice is what the voice
Hi.
of death.
I've come to
sounds
take
like.
your soul. I'm Death.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? Nobody
Wasn't a
fucking
rule.
listens to me.
It wasn't a rule, Celeste.
We all
You just
agreed to
decided. No, you just decided on it and decided that it was a rule.
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it, but it was a rule. I admit that it was a rule.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please
Continue. Because your reaction a little while ago.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room.
Wait, what? Whoa, Miyaki. Oh my god, I feel like this episode is so much longer than our first recording of it, too.
I don't think so. It was pretty long
Oh,
before, I think. It's just,
yeah.
this episode's on fucking crack.
This is Danganronpa
Danganronpa
After
on
Dark. After Dark.
Which is
The joke
when I
being
stumbled upon him.
that we
I
always recorded
spotted
at night.
Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What? Fuck. You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
Indubitably.
Damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
I can't die. I'm too rich to die. Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course.
Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. Whoa. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Honestly, Kyoko did all the work, so I don't know why you're looking at me. I mean, I know it's because you're super gay for me and in love with me, but...
Once I do decide to become blackened, I know now who I'll have to watch out for.
What? It's Kyoko.
Right.
Well, now we know that you're planning to commit a murder, so good luck with that. So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied? I will never be satisfied.
I will never be satisfied. Yes,
I'll never be satisfied.
we're done listening to your story.
to the groom.
We're done! Moving on, there's something I'd like to ask Monokuma. Oh, I'm up next? Anata-wa. You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating.
Am I?
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me.
Don't
I am
act so
also
familiar with me.
The noble son of a noble
No,
family.
you're not.
And poo-hoo-hoo.
You're just a bear.
I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up.
We're
I would
best
never
friends.
stoop to the level of a
I love you,
childish
Byakuya.
criminal like you. Well, I mean, let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next.
He's never heard those words, not even from his own parents.
I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Tagami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
Oh, wow, you're gonna find me and kill me? No one's ever said those words to me, not even my own parents.
No one's ever
Ooh.
said they loved me before.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. So cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mom for you.
I'm supposed to be the main character.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Yeah, this is me, Makoto.
I'm Makoto Naegi. I'm over here too.
My voice is getting fainter and fainter because my role as the protagonist of this story is fading away.
It's diminishing. Oh, I'm super small. I'm 3 inches tall. Anyway, poo-hoo-hoo, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Goo goo gaga.
I do need a nap, but that is irrelevant to this situation.
Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't
That was the
end.
sound of it peeling across the courtroom.
The
That's
killing
actually a
would still
ricochet sound,
continue.
but whatever.
Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell and more of a future than
I completely forgot about this terrible metaphor.
a blind puppy. That's how I feel right now. I'm just a blind puppy in hell.
No, less than a blind
Just a
puppy in
little
hell.
woof.
You're worse than a blind puppy in hell.
All
He
of our
said a blind
courage.
puppy in hell has more good future.
A blind puppy in hell is actually quite invested in stocks and such. Has a lot of assets behind the spell. A house and a family.
Blind puppies in hell are known to be upstanding members of society, and they just have more.
Mm-hmm.
It says it right here on this sheet that I have. It says
My
blind puppies in
privilege.
hell have more.
All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all.
Yeah, I have
It
blind
was the
puppy
worst kind of
privilege.
despair. Blind puppy in hell privilege.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. How am I doing this finger string game with no fingers? I went to all the pain and effort of making... Oh. It's just a sham, like all of the other things. We went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. Question mark.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
Makoto?
Yeah, it's me, Makoto.
You're the traitor?
I'm the traitor.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Shit, that was my first question. Who is it? A 16th high school student, I mean.
Gwa! My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask me anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends. Poo-hoo-hoo, poo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yay! The end of chapter 2, we made
Yay.
it! We made it, guys!
BL of despair.
Yeah, that's the acronym. That's what BL means, boy's life.
Blood.
Blood?
B-L-O-D. Blood.
Blood loose.
Blood.
You received the crazy diamond present!
Okay, thank you guys for watching through all that. Whatever
This
that
episode
was.
that
This
is going to naturally be inserted into the other episodes with no discontinuity of any sort, and it will
Starting-
seem totally normal and nothing has changed.
Starting next episode, we will go back to Ibu and Zeno and Lem of the past.
Assuming that we haven't lost the recordings for that.
Please
and have
don't
to
say that. I swear to God.
knock on wood.
And our audio quality will probably drop. But yeah, next time we will start chapter 3 and cope with the aftermath of Mondo's death.
I forgot you had a wood desk. My desk is a plastic card table.
I don't think it's actually wood.
I think
Technically,
it's
like
wood.
that. Well, it's fake wood. You know, that like
I
cheap
don't know.
stuff.
I think it's real wood. It's heavy.
It is very heavy. Yeah,
And it
but
was
I don't think it's-
expensive.
Yeah,
I think it's real wood.
I think
Anyway.
you're real wood. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Boy.
Shut the fuck up.
I never want to see this game again. Fuck this game. Rips off the mask. Evil Scribbles actually hates this game.
I fucking hate Danganronpa so
Evil
much.
Scribbles has actually not been fixated on this game for the past 6 years of her life. I don't know how long it's actually been.
Yeah, it's been about 6 years.
Wow,
Oh my god,
damn,
it's been
you're a
6
loser.
years. Holy shit. Shut up. You're a loser. Fuck you. Okay.
Danganronpa.